it there because now Aaron has it. And that made me happy. So welcome back. Now, Mark and Abby are about 1 foot away from me each because they're here in the U.S. traveling around and checking things out.
Stalking Jason.
Just for vacation, right?
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, we just wanted to see the sights and explore while we can.
How's it been so far?
It's been really, really good. We've been to the Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, Reno, Lake Tahoe.
Really good, except for one particular.
Except one thing where someone.
We shouldn't mention it.
You could say it.
Well,
it's exciting.
We went out. It's the wrong kind of exciting.
I
but
know.
We went out for an open mic night, and we left the car. We couldn't find an open mic night, and so then we left the car, went for a drink for like 20 minutes. We came back. Jason's car had been, the back window had been smashed, and all of our musical instruments had been taken.
Yeah, it
was an expensive soda.
Yeah, but we've had a day to become very zen about it, and now we're fine, right? Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. All my murderous thoughts have gone, and I now forgive whoever's out there enjoying the fruits of my labor.
Unless you find them.
Yeah. It's all fine. I'm fine.
It's all fine.
It's fine.
It's happy. Well, let me just say that this episode is made possible by Patreon supporters like Rennie Christopher, who's super cool. I met her, I think, a year and a half ago in San Francisco, and she's pledged her support at patreon.com/Jason and Karen. So thank you so much, Rennie. Just a little advertisement. We do a call-in show for patrons once a month, and this time we had inappropriate questions that were submitted anonymously, and it got totally out of hand, and now I'm sitting on the file deciding whether or not I should actually put it out.
We just saw you after you'd done that podcast, and Jason looked traumatized.
It got very naughty.
It totally did, yeah.
You had that 1,000-mile stare that people
you're like, how was it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Wiping a tear away.
But I'll probably put it out. I may edit a few things out. Anyway, that was me and Rima, and it was super fun. And next month, Karen has agreed to do that. So we'll do another one. But as long as she doesn't hear this one, maybe I should wait until after that to publish it. But anyways, if you want to get in our Patreon at any level, then you can hear Karen answer your inappropriate anonymously submitted questions.
And some advice is to actually participate in the question and answer session, so then you don't get the edited version.
Yeah, then you get the live. So this episode, we're going to have the latest news about The Walking Dead. There's some good stuff. I, scour through all the news, and then I just pick the stuff that I think is interesting myself, and I think that you'll find interesting. So we'll go through some of that. Then we're going to talk about the state of The Walking Dead right now and what we're hoping for. And I just kind of, on a whim, put out a haiku about what I thought of the state of The Walking Dead, and then you guys all... like a whole bunch of people jumped on that, and they were really fun. So we're going to read through those and then just talk about it a little bit. And then tonight, Nico and I are going to go see Black Panther, and then I will include our review in this podcast because it doesn't come out for a couple of days. So I haven't seen it yet, but I will have by the time we get to the end of this podcast.
Obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens.
The people it kills get up and kill.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
This is a Walking Deadcast news update.
So if you guys have any opinions about any of this stuff, feel free to jump in. But first, Greg Nicotero was interviewed by Entertainment Weekly talking about the back half of season 8. He said there's an episode where we'll have our first fully nude walker.
Ooh.
Which we've never done before. I think that totally makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Is a fully nude walker a walker with no clothes or no skin?
Yeah, it's like a skeleton. No. I mean, he didn't elaborate, but I'm guessing we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, who knows what we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Did we ever see
probably just a butt.
Did we ever see any raving zombies? Because I always feel like there'd probably be nightclubs of people just raving.
Oh, I thought you meant like a rabid dog.
Just raving loonies.
They're all... I mean, when I went to be a zombie on the show and I saw the wardrobe, they just have really drab, nondescript clothing and long sleeves because it's easier to make up tons of zombies if you don't have to do their arms, and less skin the better. And I also just think they don't want them to stand out too much, so that's why they don't have any like clown zombies or cop zombies.
I wish they did.
I know.
It was cool when they had like the prison zombies that were all in armor. When you have those like zombies where it's someone who was dressed in an interesting way, like if you ran into a group of people in fancy dress, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's in the Romero zombie movies, that was kind of a staple to have like the clown zombie or something like that. And I guess in Walking Dead they figured there's going to be so many of these, we don't want to have them stand out too much. I don't know why. To me, it seems less interesting. But anyways, I think even in Night of the Living Dead, there were nude zombies. So it just makes sense that they would catch their clothes on things and it would tear off. And it also, to me, it's like, hey, this is an adult show where we see people's brains being bashed in and yet they're afraid to show a little skin. I mean, it's not sexy at all, not in the least, but it just seems to make sense.
But we just want to see some boobies.
Yeah, some rotting... decrepit. Okay, anyways, next, so Yahoo has a series called Ask the Fans where showrunners, they pick a showrunner and that person asks questions of their viewers. They ask 6 questions and then viewers submit their answers and then they respond to it. So Scott Gimple is having his turn right now, the showrunner of The Walking Dead. And he asked these 6 questions, and I thought we should just go ahead and answer them ourselves. So, number 1, do you think the show portrays people as basically good or bad?
Every time someone's good, they seem to get it.
Suffer, huh?
Yeah, they seem to make a good moral decision and then die for it.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I think generally speaking, it's fairly accurate because everyone's kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. I mean, there are some who are pretty just flat out bad, like Negan.
Or the wolf.
Yeah.
He was just completely bad, maybe.
He started to shift a little bit towards the end when Denise saved him or something like that. But yeah, I think he's like a good example of the worst. But yeah, they're all like they're all in a gray area, I would say.
Yeah.
I liked on the last episode there was that savior who was rounding everyone up in the kingdom, and he was threatening them, saying we need Ezekiel.
Yeah.
And you could see
Gavin.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
You could see that he didn't want to actually punish anyone.
He didn't want to go through with the threats.
That's his character. Like, he's always like, come on, you guys, get with the program or bad stuff's going to happen and that's a pain in the ass, like that, whereas Simon, he loves it.
Yeah.
He gets off on it. Okay, number 2, if the show has ever given you Walker nightmares, what were they like?
Did you get Walker nightmares?
I don't think I've ever had Walker.
I think you did the other night.
Not the other night. I have had them, but I always try and forget them.
You don't remember?
I don't think I've ever had one.
I wish I had. I think I may have over these 8 years had like 2, and I don't remember them now. But whenever I have a zombie dream, I'm super happy in the morning.
If any of the listeners have had them, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 3, what character do you identify with most?
I don't. You go first, Jason.
The wolf, I would say. No, I'm just kidding. I think, Rick. I don't know.
Couldn't it be like who you wish that you think you might be like? Because I really admire Michonne, and I think I'd like to be a badass like that. I'd like to think that
based on the stories you were telling me 20 minutes ago, you seem more Michonne-like.
I'd like to be more Michonne-like, but I'd probably be just a bit of a weakling like Rick at the minute.
I think you'd be Michonne. Michonne-like. What about you?
I'd try.
I think he's a Glenn.
A Glenn?
Oh, yeah, I think you're a Glenn.
Right?
Before or after the Negan turned up?
Before.
Okay.
I will never ever
Your
let
eyes
Negan get you.
Kind of popping out. Yeah, if Michonne was Glenn's girlfriend, then he would have been safe.
Yeah.
And then next, what is the most emotional moment of the show for you? I know that one. Easy.
For me, maybe when I don't know. You go first, Abby.
I think it was when Laurie died.
Yeah, that's probably...
I think that still haunts me even now. Even though I didn't completely love her. It was just the whole thing. I couldn't believe that they did it at the time. And I'm still a bit like, oh. And then the zombie ate her. And then, that was really bad.
You know, it probably was when Glenn got his head bashed in.
Yeah, but there was so much like leading up to that. You kind of...
It took the sting off it.
I think there were a few spoilers as well.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much has happened. But I don't know. It's hard to say. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, it's the Laurie moment for me with mother and son right there, and they have a few minutes to cry it out together, and you could tell that they both actually were sad because he was losing her as a friend on the show, or his actor mother was leaving the show, and that made Chandler sad, and I think that was one of his best acting performances of the whole series. And yeah, that one just...
He shone there.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times and I tear up every time. So that was it for me.
And then Rick's response when he found out as well. For me, that
was real.
Pretty heartbreaking.
Like, that was real.
Yeah, he always does such a good job.
I'm getting sad thinking about that right now. Yeah, and they always do memes of that where he's like telling a joke or something.
I've seen those.
Okay, number 5. What character have you changed your opinion about most, and why? I mean, I think we're all going to say the same thing here, but what do you think?
Were you going to say Rick?
No. Although that is one that...
changed your opinion about...
Since the beginning.
No, I kind of forgetting what's happened recently because so much has gone on in the past 8 seasons.
Well, for me, it's Carol, because when she started out, she was kind of whiny and annoying, and now she's really interesting and badass and complicated.
She's a really layered character.
I know my answer to this is definitely Daryl. I mean, it was a long time, so I forget the first season, but when I first saw Daryl, I was like, oh no, he looks like bad news.
Mark, I remember watching it, and you were like, they should just kill that guy. I was like, Mark, that's not like you.
The first time you see him, he's flying off the handle because they left his brother Merle.
And his brother's an asshole.
Oh, yeah, and his brother's an asshole, and so you think he's probably just an asshole too.
Yeah, that's exactly what... Because Merle was so bad, I thought you should definitely just get rid of Merle. Because he was going to get them all killed, and then when they turn up and Daryl's just being like his brother, I thought you can't exist with these kind of people in the zombie apocalypse because they're just going to fly off the handle and get everyone killed. And
then he became really sensible after he had all the zombie ears round his neck.
He became like a loyal and lethal enforcer that could get shit done.
And then I loved him.
He just needed a little bit of...
but he's been flying off the handle lately.
Yeah, he's gone back to his old ways.
A little bit. He just needed a little bit, like a friend or something?
Yeah, he just needed a bit of love.
Yeah,
a cuddle.
Absolutely.
Just needed a cuddle.
Okay, next, this is the last one, number 6. Do you find yourself imagining things about the show, where it's going, how things could have turned out differently, what you would do in the situations the characters find themselves in? Yes.
I was thinking when the saviors were there with Ezekiel, I was thinking, God, this guy could really do with a tiger right now.
Oh, he probably was thinking the same thing.
But yeah, a tiger that knows who the bad guys are as well. That would have been really handy.
I can't imagine where it's going right now because, well, I don't read the comics, but now that they've killed Carl, who I understand is quite a big part of the comics in the future, I don't know, and I can't think how they might end it because it doesn't seem to all be leading in one coherent direction, which for me might be one of the flaws of it.
Yeah. Well, let's skip that question for now because we're kind of going to be talking about that in our next segment. So, but for you guys listening, the period to ask questions for this already ended, but they're going to post the most popular and the interesting answers and then Gimple's responses to them on Friday, February 23rd, I think on yahoo.com. So if you're interested to see what people say and how he responds, you can do that. Next news item, Michael Cudlitz, who played Abraham, may be on a new TV show. He did a pilot for ABC. It's a comedy by Tim Doyle, who did Last Man Standing, which I've heard is good, but I haven't seen. This new one that Michael Cudlitz is in, it's a single camera comedy set in the 1970s revolving around an Irish Catholic family with a working class dad, Mike Dwyer, played by Cudlitz. Other characters included a traditional mom and 8 boisterous sons who navigate changes big and small during one of America's most turbulent decades.
That sounds like it'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
I look forward to seeing him in that as well.
Cudlitz is one of the coolest people I've met on the show, from the cons and stuff. He's just super on the panels. He loves interacting with the fans, and he's funny as hell. And
he's a colourful character.
I miss him from the show now.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned him.
When he first appeared on the show, I was like, oh, this is a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
Too comic book. And then, I really started to like his one-liners. In fact, we use his one-liners sometimes.
He's got charisma.
Yeah, he has.
You say him like when you're performing?
Not when we're performing, but to each other.
Oh.
Like bitch nuts.
Yeah.
And mother dick.
Yeah.
Mother dick!
He'll say those a lot on his panels, too. Just because he knows he'll get a lot of applause. Okay, next. Robert Kirkman tweeted out, I try to avoid braggy posts, but I just learned The Walking Dead 175, the comic, outsold every single comic published by Marvel in January. That's especially nice because many there told me I was going to crash and burn when I left in 2008. Hashtag this is not crashing or burning. So awesome. Robert Kirkman used to be a writer at Marvel. He did some Captain America and Ant-Man and stuff. And it didn't really work out for him there, and then he left, and he was doing Walking Dead comics that whole time. And then after he left, he put out this manifesto to other comic creators saying, you guys should, it's great to work for the big two, DC and Marvel, but also you should do your own thing and explore your own ideas and stuff like that. And people it was controversial, and people gave him shit about it, but since then, a lot of creators have done that. And he may have been an inspiration for it, and many of them have been successful.
Lead by example.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm happy to see. That's my favorite comic. So it's cool to see that it's so successful.
Congratulations, Kirkman.
Yeah. Next, Insider.com reviewed The Walking Dead mid-season premiere coming up, and I won't say any details, but the headline of that review said the episode will be a frustrating sob fest for fans.
Oh, no. I need to see one where we're winning soon.
I know. By the end of the season.
The whole season's been frustrating. I've just been yelling, shoot him, shoot him.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that. I've quite enjoyed some of the war in this. Yeah, there's a lot of by the hell out they shooting him moments.
Me too. I've enjoyed it. And like it was it was really sad, but the thing with Aaron and Eric was good to watch. It was, I mean, horrible, but well done, I guess I should say. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we need a little bit of light in the show. In fact, I wouldn't mind if they just did a whole episode that was more joyful somehow,
Oh, but then again, they had that one where Michonne and Rick was in the fairground and they were like, that was a bit rubbish. Well,
the one where Jesus first came was pretty good.
Yeah.
And also the one where Carol first met Ezekiel, the king, and she went out and to Morgan was like, "Are you shitting me with this?" That was really fun.
Yeah, that was good.
So they can find ways to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, now is where we get into a little spoilery. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, you should skip to the next section now. Not big, but just potentially pointing to the way things are going.
What do? I just stick my hands in my ears and go,
hide in the cupboard. Get in the cupboard, Mark.
You're stuck.
Get in the cupboard.
La la la. Go ahead, Jason. La 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 la.
So Rick dies. No, I'm just kidding. So Denai Guerrero was interviewed by Huffington Post. They asked her reaction to Carl being bitten. She says, I got a little depressed for a while, straight up. You're in the story. You're in it, and you're also in a family. It was hard. Carl and Chandler are a blessing to Michonne and to Denai, you know what I mean? I adore Chandler, and for Michonne, Carl is her healer. Everything she and Rick do is to protect Carl, so this is kind of the worst nightmare realized for him to reveal the bite at the end of the last episode. These are very resourceful people who do everything they can. Rick and Michonne don't really stop easily. What do you do when that's what you're facing? So yeah, I was devastated. Michonne was devastated. I just put that in there because, the spoiler comment, because I think it's pretty clear that Carl's gone. And some people are still hoping that he's going to be immune or something
He's
like that.
gone.
I mean, well done to them if he's not dead. because they-
Yeah, poker
Absolutely.
face.
might even forgive the double trying to fool us with a fake character death if
Yeah.
you pull it off.
Me too. Because when Glenn was under the dumpster, they just fumbled around with to the point where I was like, wait, he might still be alive because they're acting really weird right now. So with Carl,
Carl's gone.
yeah, he's gone, or else they suddenly figured out how to lie.
Well, if he's not gone, then that's the end of The Walking Dead because there's a cure.
Right, which would be probably a good thing right
That'd
now.
be a good way to end it, actually.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the Dr. Carson, without a lab or anything, has discovered the cure. On
Be a
the
little
way
silly,
over.
huh? It doesn't really fit with...
Yeah, because they don't really
Yeah.
talk
The
about
show.
the actual
No,
infection.
he's
very
gone.
much.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
But it has taken a long time for it to kick in. Like, a lot of people are bitten and then they turn
Mhm.
straight away. But
I mean, what I always say about how long it takes for you to turn into a walker after you've been bitten is however long is necessary for the most drama. You know?
I think the actual medical advice is that your zombie bite's going to last us about as long as it takes to tie up any loose ends.
Yeah.
because
If it would be better for it to be immediately activated so you could then turn around and kill somebody, like when Ezekiel's men all got shot and they almost like stood up almost right away,
yeah,
then that's how long it takes.
yeah,
And finally, a Hollywood Reporter reported that Lauren Cohan is actively looking for her next role and has been getting offers left and right this pilot season. The actress does not have a deal in place to return to Walking Dead for its recently announced ninth season. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Cohan and her agents are not happy with the offers that have been on the table from AMC. So I'm not saying she's off the show, but I think her contract is up and she needs to renegotiate to figure out season 9 and beyond. It says, although Cohan is not seeking salary parity with the male leads, Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus, her camp and AMC have been engaged in a months-long negotiation that remains far apart. Insiders suggest that Cohan is actively looking for her next job and not trying to use the pilot casting process to force AMC's hand, as the actress camp remains frustrated by AMC's lowball offers. Oh, I read that wrong the first time. So this suggests that she's actually not just trying to negotiate, but that she's really looking for her next job. Although that's what they would say if she actually was just using it to try and negotiate. They want to make him think that she might actually leave. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, on the one hand, I think they do need to be killing some more main characters because it really feels like everyone's got plot armor now. And
Yeah.
when someone is about to die, apart from Carl, actually, you kind of know they're about to die. Although now that's true for Lauren Cohan as well, because we know this.
Yeah, Carl was a shock to me. Even though they were saying stay until the end of the episodes, you'll be shocked. I still, when I saw that bite, I think I actually gasped.
I want them to kill someone and not even telegraph it. I just want them to someone just dies and you just like and not make a huge drawn out thing about it and give them a whole episode.
Kind of like Denise with the arrow in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but with the main
With the
character,
big
because
one.
that would make it feel dangerous again. I
Yeah.
think it doesn't feel dangerous because no one's going to die spontaneously.
Uh-huh.
They're always going to die in some sort of long, drawn out episode.
Yeah.
where-
I'm starting to care less for Maggie, and I don't know why. So I don't know, like,
So you're okay. You're not
yeah,
heartbroken about that.
yeah. At one time, I would have been absolutely heartbroken,
Mhm.
but
But I don't want to know about it beforehand. If they just
Yeah.
kill her just in one episode when she's like fighting with the saviors, that would be more plausible because people don't always have a really spectacular death.
Right.
And B, it just make it feel like it's really a dangerous show again. Because when it started off, people were dying all over the place, and you would never expect it. But I feel
Yeah.
these characters have been in the show for so long, especially the ones from the first season, that any one of them dying would be made into a huge thing, and it makes it feel less dangerous for those characters because you kind of know they're not going to just kill them in a fight with the saviors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're waiting for, like, as soon as they have something really meaningful happen, that's when you need to watch out for it, right? Because they've had their final big moment on the show or whatever.
Like on Game of Thrones, you didn't think that those characters were. You thought they would last longer in the show, and so when that happens, it's such a shock because it's just you.
Hang on a sec. Is this a spoiler?
Is this a spoiler?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Gonna
cut
cut
this
this
out. Just in case. I think at this point, but still.
Okay.
just in
Yeah.
case.
Certain things in Game of Thrones happen where
Yeah.
serious characters are just killed off when you think that they're going to last for the entire show.
Yeah.
And it's really not telegraphed.
Often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I remember is what the hell was that guy's name? One of the prisoners that had the kind of handlebar mustache. Remember him? And he was flirting with Carol, walking along, and all of a sudden he just got shot in the head.
Yeah. That was
Like
just like
that.
out of nowhere.
Even he was a fake character, if you know what I mean. Like he was.
Yeah, I know. You're saying the popular ones. And I agree with you, but I also think that it's cool to do different kinds of deaths. Like this one with Carl, if we assume he's going to die after the next episode. It's kind of like with Tyrese because he's bitten, but we still get to see him grapple with that for a whole episode. And I think that's cool too,
Yeah, that's true.
to see.
I'll tell you what, Noah was a good one for when they killed
Yeah.
Noah. I did not see that coming.
No,
That was insane.
It was horrific. But
Karen hated that, and I was like sad because I liked the character and the
I
actor.
did.
But then the like zombie nerd was like, "That was so cool."
It was a good death.
Yeah, he just got ripped apart. And then there's a picture I have of Michael Trenor, who plays Nicholas, that caused that. Remember?
Oh,
he fucked it all up.
yeah.
There's a picture of Michael Trenor watching that scene on TV and pointing at it, going, "Ha ha ha."
Oh, Nicholas.
He has to do that because everyone gave him so much shit that he had to combat it by coming at it versus being ashamed or something, because he's just a poor actor that got given
Poor
that part.
actor.
All right, well, that's it for the news. Now it's time for our sponsor. It's a new one, which is always fun. It's RX Bar. And I was glad to get this sponsor because I had my eye on RX Bar, trying these for a long time and never got around to it. And suddenly they sent me a box and I was like stoked. Well, what is it first? Well, it's a whole food protein bar and it's made with just a few simple, clean ingredients. They all serve a purpose: egg whites for protein, dates to bind, nuts for texture, but they have all these really, really good flavors. And it's part of the company's values to be transparent. So all the core ingredients are labeled right on the front of the package. And it also says no BS on there, which of course we know means no bullshit. So they're really good for breakfast on the go. You can have them as a snack in the office, throw in your bag for a bike ride or a hike or whatever you want. And they have 11 flavor varieties. They're all gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and free of any added sugar, artificial colors or flavors, preservatives, or fillers. So these are, you can taste the cacao, you can taste the fruit. My favorite one is chocolate and sea salt, and you can taste the sea salt. So as I mentioned, Mark and Abby are here from the UK sightseeing in San Francisco, and I sent these out with you guys for a couple of days, and you were kind enough to try them. So how did you guys like them?
Yeah, I really liked them. These bars have kept us going. We've been cycling quite a lot and hiking, and having these bars on us has been a lifesaver. And my particular favourite is the coconut and chocolate one.
yeah,
That's so scrummy.
that was nice. And the blueberry one was very nice. And also there was one that wasn't there anymore because Jason ate them all.
Yeah, that was the sea salt chocolate one.
The mixed berry one as well was delicious.
This coconut chocolate has dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, cacao, natural coconut flavor, sea salt, and coconut. That's it. And the dates, it seemed a little strange to me because I don't eat dates very often, but you can feel how they enhance the texture. They bind it all together and the taste really melds well with all the other stuff.
Yeah, and the
Tastes good.
coconut, it tastes really coconutty, that one as well. Delicious.
Yeah, I like that one too. So if this sounds good to you and you want to get some, you can get 25% off your first order, which is awesome. If you want to do that, go to rxbar.com/deadcast and enter the promo code deadcast at checkout. That's rxbar.com/deadcast. Use promo code deadcast. You can get 25% off of these. I highly recommend them. They're really tasty. And you guys, like, I asked you if you would try them out because I knew you were going to be on the podcast, and then you forgot the first day. And then you came home, and Mark's like, Abby's really hungry. And then you sent him out the next time, and then they came back and wanted to take him again the next day. So I thought that was a good sign.
These are a perfect protein fix as well for vegetarians.
Yeah. All right, now we're into the state of The Walking Dead, what we're hoping for in mostly haiku form. So I wrote a few myself, and then we'll read yours. And Mark has some too. But mine are, the first one I wrote and put on Facebook that you guys responded to just said, The Walking Dead is all about Negan right now. Can't wait to move on. Which this is the kind of the first time I'm feeling, I've liked Negan, but I'm over it. Let's have some other storyline. I feel like.
How long have we been on this storyline?
4 years, I think.
Yeah, probably. They started mentioning him early on, like maybe a season before we actually met him.
You're right.
But
he's like more than Rick now. Like, he's the star of the show.
Yeah, maybe Andrew Lincoln will get killed off this season, and then it'll just be Negan.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be.
Then I wrote, I started this show as someone who loves zombies. Now I love Rick Grimes. That's just like, because I've noticed, when I first started, I didn't care so much about the characters, but now I'm really I don't care about the zombies so much anymore. And then the last one, the smartest thing that The Walking Dead could do is to set an end date. That's just what I think, because then they would start building towards something, and everybody who's jumping off right now or not sure would be probably stay on because they're like, oh, it's going to end in 2 or 3 seasons, and then we can finish it off. Okay, let's go through these. We'll take turns reading what you guys wrote. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first then. Karen Morvay says, Walking Dead premiere. Good thing I still really like talking to Jason.
Yeah, because I think that's the only reason why she does the podcast, because it's fun.
Aww. Hey, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
Avelino Roccino. The start of the end. Me thinks they just jumped the shark. Time to watch Westworld.
I think there's a lot of snarky ones like this. Well, I think you should take his advice and watch Westworld, everybody. And then go to westworldcast.com and listen to my podcast. Thank you. Fran Bernstein says, the dead are walking while Chris Hardwick keeps talking. Why did they kill Carl?
Rick will lose his mind. Coral. I should do the accent, shouldn't I? Rick will lose his mind. Carl had a snacksident. Daryl, wash your hair.
That one was by Shelley Champagne. And Laura Willie Swink. Ratings need a boost. Send Lenny over to Fear. What the hell, Gimple?
So Laura really likes Fear the Walking Dead, as do I. And we both thought this last season 3 was really good. And now the showrunner is basically being kicked off, and they're bringing Gimple in to retool it. And so we're like, oh no.
Gimple.
Gimple. Brian Maloche says, grr, rar, lag, klomp. Help me. No. Oh my God, no. I think I've been bit. I didn't read these ahead of time.
Matthew Rimmer says, Carl dying is bad. I hope they recover soon. Excited for more.
Gillian Moreau. The group is in shock. Rick will say bye to his son. Cannot hold back the tears.
There you added the which gave it an extra syllable.
Oh, sorry, Gillian.
Larry Blake says, cartoon characters, magic weapons, and no plan. A team meets clash of. I'm not sure what he's getting at there.
Cartoon characters, magic weapons, and no plan. A-team meets clash of
something, but I know he's talking about the A-team.
But the Clash of the Titans?
I don't know.
Ran out of syllables.
Larry, please clarify.
In another haiku.
Yeah.
Jerry says, do they teach haiku in the Walking Dead schoolrooms? Probably not, dude.
Nick Poblocky. Walking Dead is sad. They should bring back Darabont. Hope Gimple chokes hard.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Darabont, I don't know. He had his pluses and minuses, in my opinion.
Who's Darabont?
Frank Darabont was the showrunner at the beginning of The Walking Dead. And he used to be a film director. He did Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, bring Darabont back.
And when did he stop being the showrunner?
In the middle of season 2. And in my opinion, the first half of season 2 is one of the worst periods in the show's history, where they were looking for Sophia for like 5 episodes.
And that was due to Darabont.
And then
Aww.
It's been Gimple ever since then.
No, then it was Glenn Mazzara for the second half of season 2 and all of season 3, where the governor and all that. And then he got kicked out at the end of season 3, and so 4 on is Gimple. And now he's leaving.
Well, Gimple's done some good seasons there.
Yeah.
He has, yes. And he did good episodes before that. Do you remember Clear when they went and found yeah, that was Gimple. He wrote that.
That was a good one.
So he's good. I think he's just kind of out of gas. Josh Svyanovich says, Savior's out for blood. The hilltop stands defiant, but Lucille is thirsty.
Oh, that's a good one, Josh.
Cheryl Rainey Fox says, Carl Grimes was bit. The whole world became angry. The world became small.
That's good.
Oh, that's
Very
a good
poetic.
one.
Yeah.
Brian Hinshaw.
This is my good friend Brian.
Hey, Brian. Brian Hinshaw. I'm sorry to say, I popped out of that show alongside Glenn's eyes. Brian.
He's sick. Antifa Jedi says The Walking Dead is a terrible show right now. It won't get better.
Oh, stick with it,
It's
Antifa.
like, right now it's terrible, and it's not going to get any better.
It will get better.
Carl won't, though. He's dead.
Carl's dead, but the show will get better.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. I don't know. Hope so.
Daniel Demont says, you are all so salty. It's not your story to tell. Just enjoy the ride. I agree.
No, we're here to critique.
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, we should critique. Critiquing is important.
And John, I'm glued to the tube, in suspense of the next show. Carl is dead. Woo woo!
It sounded like you think he's happy about it.
Or maybe it's whoa.
Maybe.
Yeah, that one's up for interpretation.
Okay, Mark.
I've
You got a couple.
Okay. I know they don't necessarily have to rhyme, but the first one is, it says, Negan got all shitty. Carl bitten in the titty. This is a pity.
I like it.
I'm going to skip some of these because I did write them.
Mark was up all night the other night writing hikings.
This was just after someone stole our stuff, so I was a little bit delirious. The next one, Rick and gang have fled. Negan wants to bash his head. Haiku shouldn't rhyme.
That's a good one.
You can read this one, Abby.
Okay. Like Eugene's prized
Cukes.
cukes. Like Eugene's prized cukes. The group is in a pickle. Something might eat them. And fuckity fuck fuck. This show is repetitive. Fuckity fuck fuck.
You get an A+.
Thank you,
Those are
Jess.
good. Yay, Mark.
Well done, Mark.
Okay, now we're going to take a little break, and since Mark and Abby are amazing musicians, they're going to play us out with a song, right?
Yeah.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you running? There's a feeling in my bones, it's getting cold. I can't make you stay. It's too late to just stop. If you leave me now, could you throw it away? We could work it out. I'm not begging you to stay.
I've been running. I've been hiding from the feeling that it's getting old. Habit makes me stay when it's better to just stop. We should leave it now. I should find my way. Gotta let it go. It's getting late.
I'm not waiting anymore.
I don't need patience from you.
What have I been aching for?
Wasting our time for the comfort of something we knew. But when we say it loud, we will break away. Then it feels too real, so we want to stay. Let's just wait, for the night is cold. Just one more time, I'll be here to hold. Hold on,
Hold on.
a little bit longer. We could use the shelter
It's not so cold.
underneath these sheets. Hold on,
Hold on.
a little bit longer. We could use the shelter
It's not so cold.
underneath these sheets. But when we say it loud, we will break away. Then it feels too real, so we want to stay. Now let's just wait, for the night is cold. Just one more time, I'll be here to hold.
Okay. Yeah. Where is it?
That was a good impression.
Yeah. I should just have you guys do it. And we're back, and it's time for listener moans, groans, and grunts.
Sound like Grape Lady.
So we only have one email this time, and it's from you.
It's from me.
Yeah. Who should read it?
Well, oh no.
You want to read
This
it?
is very rambling.
This was a surprise.
It's a long one, but it's interesting to talk about.
When did you write this email, Mark?
A long
A while
time
ago, yeah.
2016.
I was going through my emails because you guys were coming to visit, and I was just looking up your email, and I saw this one that I hadn't read, and I'm like, "What's this? Oh, crap!"
Oh, Mark, it's so
Slipped through
long.
the cracks.
It
You want me to
is.
read it? I'll read it. You want to read it?
I'll read. I'll read
okay,
it
go
then.
ahead.
Okay. You know, do you mind if I just sort of skip some bits?
Sure,
And just,
yeah.
Okay. So I've been reading a book about violence, and it's called "The Better Angels of Our Nature," and it's by Steven Pinker, and it's actually a really optimistic book. It follows violence through history, and it follows the trend from thousands of years ago up to present day. And one of the main conclusions of the book is that violence has been declining quite a lot. Even in the past few decades, it's gone down quite a lot.
During our lifetimes.
That includes wars, just general homicides, fights, and
Treatment of women and animals.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just basically everything.
And it's interesting because the world's gotten feels smaller because of the internet, so we know a lot more, so it
Yeah,
seems worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not actually worse. It's still not as good as it could be by any stretch, but you're saying that it's gone down.
Yeah, well, Steven Pinker he's one of what are known as the new optimists, which are people who really are making a very strong case that things are better than they've ever been, and they're only getting better. I mean, things can go backwards,
Yeah.
but as an overall trend, they always seem to be just going in one direction. Not the band.
That's a different story.
So one of the things he does in the book is he